Yeah. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I'm faced up, maxed up inside this Creole language program. They tell you about the present situation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 7th episode of this Creole language program. As you know, we are presently on the COVID-19 down here in Sierra Leone, West Africa, and in certain places around the world. We are presently affected by this outbreak known as COVID-19, which have led to a lot of life being destroyed in this, our nation, Sierra Leone. There are about 4,009 cases of this COVID-19 in our country. Greeting Mifambulem. As we all know, we presently day in this COVID-19. Yes, pandemic down here in Sierra Leone and in certain places in the world. But down here in Sierra Leone, we get a confirmed case rate of 4,009 people away don't become affected with this pandemic COVID-19. And about 2,832 don't already recover, whilst we get 79 dead. At least we thank you because the government of Sierra Leone and His Excellency Julius Maada Bio were able to put restrictions at the borders and the airports to minimize the spread of this disease, this COVID-19, in our country, Sierra Leone, West Africa. That was able to help us to have a minimum of 79 dead in our country, while in other countries like America, it's over 4,000 people that have died. So compared to the EBOLA, which was a total of 4,124 people that died, because they never put proper restriction compared to this present government, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio tried to save more lives by putting restrictions in the border and as well as our national airports. As you know, in Sierra Leone, we have suffered a lot in this COVID-19 because they said it's an airborne disease and there are not much public toilets in our country, Sierra Leone. So people normally urinate and defecate on the streets, the public communities, which have all led to this outbreak of this COVID-19 because the air has been polluted. So that's why we are all maxed up to prevent ourselves from this present COVID-19 virus that is spread almost all around the world. As you know, that's why they told us to wash our hands, wash your hands, put on your face masks to prevent yourself from this epidemic coronavirus, because it has led to a lot of life being destroyed down here in Sierra Leone and in several parts of Europe and America. So what we're saying, we are pleading to the American government, the CDC, Central Disease Control, the UK, China, to help. Down here in Africa, let's help to have more of this public toilets, so at least to minimize this airborne polluted flu, because the communities and the air within Africa has been contaminated because people defecate on the street, they urine on the street because there are not much public toilets out there in Sierra Leone, West Africa. As we say, this is now the 7th episode of this Creole language program. And as we all know, we not been use face masks before. But now everybody they use face masks because of this pandemic we don't take place in our country. We don't left Boku life them being destroyed, Boku life they don't die. People that don't die in this country. Lots of life have gone through this pandemic and even in the EBOLA. But it was much worse in the EBOLA because we lost 14,124 people died, due to lack of safety precautions led to that. But now our present government, the Sierra Leone People Party, and His Excellency Julius Maada Bio had to put emergency restriction all around our country. So at least we had 4,009 cases and we had 2,083 people that were able to be recover from this disease, and why we have 79 dead. And at least we thank God, because it's like things are now getting on gradually. So we are just pleading to the American government, China, and the COVID-19 medical response to help us to save more life with sending down medical facilities, and as well as to help us build public toilets, because there's a lot of defecation and urination going out there in the public. People don't have public toilets for them to urinate or take out their waste products. So we are pleading to the American government, let's help to save more lives down here in Sierra Leone, West Africa, as we get for the see more episode inside this Creole language program. This is the 7th episode where they tell you about the COVID. We present the day down now with country Sierra Leone and in most places all around the world. But gradually things are being put in place. Well, you get to see more episodes on this Creole language program, when they can call me inside this Creole house for do a regular presentation. As I say already, in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you'll be able to know more and learn more about Creole and know waiting the happen inside the country, Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. Creole language program.